Hey there, Noodle Squad, it's Sammy, and that video you just saw was a clip from the Super Bowl. Yes, compared to my other friends on the channel, I actually like football. That's football, but football, American football. I'm American. Gotta love that sport. And I wanted the Seahawks to win, and they didn't. But there was a halftime show in which I still don't think Katy Perry can sing live, but at least I know she's actually singing because it's different than her actual recording voice. But it was still, she's a great performer. Even if I don't think her singing live is good, she makes really good performances, which makes up for her singing. Lenny Kravitz was there for pretty much 10 seconds, but he's still kind of hot. Yeah, I think Lenny Kravitz is hot. But the biggest surprise was Missy Elliott. My girl, Missy Elliott. I don't care if the other people on my channel, here on the channel, are like, who's that? I don't care. I love Missy Elliott. My Uncle Billy and I love Missy Elliott. My mom and dad love Missy Elliott. We miss you. We didn't know where you were for a long time. I know you recording, producing stuff. I don't know. You were somewhere. I saw you MTV Cribs once. Missy Elliott, love you. Love that she came back. So, like, Katy Perry's energy was super hype, was, like, coming out there, doing the best performance. Lenny Kravitz, 10 seconds of best performance. Then Miss Elliott pops out of nowhere, like, oh, and then she comes down, raps, hip hop, her songs that she was most famous for. And of course, I still have Get Your Freak On, Get Your Freak On, Get Your Freak on my iPod because I love that song. Especially when they did a dance for it on America's Best Dance Crew. Really good. So beyond that, the other part of the Super Bowl halftime show was actually on YouTube because there was basically halftime show on TV everyone watches. Then simultaneously YouTube had their own halftime show on their Ad Blitz channel, hosted by the guy from Epic Mealtime and a lot of other YouTubers. And I barely watched it except for the fact that my cousin was in a commercial. My cousin Krista, I love you. She got to be in a commercial by getting tricked into an audition for YouTube, which was really, really funny because she said hers was super embarrassing, and then they were like, yo, this was actually like kind of like punked, and yours was the most embarrassing. You're definitely going to be on there, so I have a clip for you of her doing that. And that was my cousin Krista and her acting because she's the actress of the family. Love you. Love you. I can't really do it because I'm using my phone, but pretend there's a... There we go. Love you. Love you. And that was the cool part of the week, like on Sunday. The other parts of the week were filled with, for me, exams, quizzes, just math. I have one actual math class, and that's calculus. Again, yeah, I know. I got 3. I passed the AP exam, but they're like, but you have to retake calculus because whatever, school won't take it, blah, 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 blah. So I have to retake calculus, so there's math there. But I have 2 other classes that really aren't math, but they are science, and science and math go hand in hand. STEM programs, STEM people, brofist, and STEM programs. So kind of my biology class uses math, sort of, not as much as my chemistry class because chemistry, you guys know chemistry, which that I had an exam for in their lab, and then their lecture had a bunch of math, and I have an exam for that next week, and that's great. It's great. Great. How many exams do I have to have by the end of the day? How many? I have school like every day of the week except for the weekends, and I start my classes at 7 in the morning, and I have an internet class, and that's great. So great. So great. Things you do for college kids. But I want to kind of talk about, there was something sad that came up the week, not to me, like, not that something sad happened personally to me, but it kind of affected the internet. And, I mean, it does affect me, but it wasn't like a family or anyone. It, like, best friend family died. It was kind of someone sort of that on the internet people look up to, and people who love Rooster Teeth, and people who are getting the idea I'm going to talk about Monty, that this week he had, within the week or so, he had passed away. And it's kind of really unfortunate because, yeah, I might have not been the biggest Rooster Teeth fan. I haven't watched every episode of Red vs. Blue or all the other stuff. They have a lot of content, so it's kind of hard to keep up, and I barely started watching them. But I'd watched all of Ruby, and I thought, like, wow, whoever created this is really cool, and Rooster Teeth is super cool. So I looked up, like, Monty, and he was, like, some super cool guy. And then I saw his, like, Dead Fantasy and other stuff, and he seemed like a really chill dude when I saw, like, videos. So it was kind of really sad to know that Monty is gone now. Rooster Teeth, of course, took it hard because they're, like, a really big family. That was my little brother turning off the light. But, though, you know, the world is gonna miss you, Monty. You died a little bit too young, 33. That's actually kind of young. But you left a great mark on the world. You gave us not only great animation and great creations such as, like, Ruby, your work on, like, Red vs. Blue, and stuff beyond Rooster Teeth. You were a very inspirational person. I saw that you were really, like, into cosplay, into just being creative. Like, people were posting quotes from Monty, and they basically sounded like those memorable Gandhi, Martin Luther King-esque quotes. And we lost an amazing person. We, you know, like I said, not the biggest Rooster Teeth fan, wasn't, like, some heavy follower, but he still sort of inspired me in a way. And other people took it way harder, and it's still really sad to think about. So if you ever want to look into, like, any of the stuff, look at Rooster Teeth's, like, announcement on it and other stuff and other things. And also, please support his family's fundraiser for his medical thing. I believe it's still going on. I'm not sure. You have to, like, look it up. But, like, all the love and respect to his family and his wife Sheena, who's a cosplayer. A lot of cosplayers actually took it really hard because he was such a cool and inspiring person that he reached out to many people. He reached out to some of my favorite YouTubers, like Game Grumps, some of my favorite cosplayers, like Jessica Negri and Vampy Bimmy. And Yaya Han even mentioned him. She said, like, I'm really sad I never got to know you that well, but yeah, it affected a lot of people. And like I said, like, probably 500 times, it's really sad to see you gone. So that's, like, a sad way to end this video, but let's try to end on a happier note. He would have wanted all of us to be super creative, according to everyone who knew him personally. So let's stay positive. Let's stay creative. Let's dance like all hell. Let's make really cool fucking action scenes for no reason. That was one cuss word. Let's not cuss. I'm gonna try not to cuss that much in these videos. But overall, just today, because it's Thursday, finished an exam. Studied so hard for it that I even used the whole 2 hours. Usually I don't. But goodbye, Noodle Squad. I hope. Stay creative, stay positive. Don't let sad things, even, like, internet sad things, if it super affects you, like, chronically, get you down. Because most of those people want you to stay inspired and want you to keep going. So, bye, Noodle Squad. Sammy out.